Hey there, I'm Trying Brian, and today we're going to try something out. We're going to see if this expensive-ish mouse can keep up with this cheap-ish mouse. Let's find out. I'm going to play 10 matches with each mouse on Counter-Strike. It has a high level of consistency for testing things. All right, so my mouse sensitivity is like 2.5, zoom sensitivity is 1, raw inputs on, mouse acceleration's off. Okay, now that we have the mouse cam on, let's see how really good I do here. Doing okay so far, I can't complain about, I mean, I'm used to this mouse, so I can't really complain about it, you know? Oof. That was a little too close. 19 bullets, that's enough to kill someone. Just like that. Actually, once I move on to the rifles, like I said, I usually don't have too much of a problem. It's just the submachine guns that I'm not very good with. I hear the footsteps everywhere. It's gonna be a no, but... Okay, well, I found him, just not where I expected. The sniper rifle, besides the submachine guns, the sniper rifle is my absolute worst. Oh! That was a bit of a surpriser. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, I hit him once. I was like, how did I miss? There we go. All I have to do is get this knife kill and I win, finally. No! I was so close. At least I got third place, though. That's pretty good. It's a lot of open space. I don't know how to play this freaking game, even. I'm going to give them the old reach around. Okay, I just can't aim is the problem. Nice. Oh, that's their spawn. That's their spawn. Oh, I am the best at this game. No, I'm not. Nope. I thought. Nope. Once again. Why am I such garbage with this gun? Well, I didn't win this one, but like I said, I didn't lose. Oh, you know, I forgot that I definitely left the microphone on, so this should be fun. This map is maybe not my favorite. He's insane. Why can I not? Damage given. 11 in one hit. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, okay, so I'm not in last place, but I'm pretty much in last place. Ooh, didn't win again, but I did okay. Actually, I feel like I did not do as good as this, but, you know, 20, 11, 42. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's starting without me. Feel like I'm behind. Feel like I'm behind. Okay. Might be a little bit behind, but we're going to recover from this one. Not a problem. Let's go. How many bullets can these guys take? Am I really doing it wrong where I need to be shooting them way more in the head? Come on out. Come on down to the Price is Right. Maybe he's upstairs. Hello? Oh. Oh, what was that all about? There he is. There he is. I'm telling you, I'd be deadly if I could just do this all day. That's not a person? I am dumb. Go. Okay, well, I feel like I did pretty good this time, even though I was 16 and 16. So that's a 1-1. Oh no. I feel like I'm just pulling so many of these shots. I just need to relax a little bit, you know? I know he's up there now. Go on. Go on, get him. Okay, so I feel like I did pretty good that time, but... And look, before you guys get up all in arms, yes, I know most of it's bots. I'm just letting this organically roll on for as much control as possible. I know it's not really control. Well, I got third, so, and you know, I got a lot of headshots. So you've already seen the Death Adder and kind of already what it can do and roughly how I play with it. Poorly. But now it's time to see the contender. And here we have the Victsing Gaming Mouse. It's model PC117B. We got to work on names, guys. But it's just a plain white box. This should be the unboxing experience of the century. It's just a plain white box. That's it. It's just a box. Okay, so we're gonna crack this bad boy open. If I can learn how boxes work. Here we go. You know, considering that this thing was like $10, I'm surprised they even like sent it in like a cardboard box. I thought they were just like, if I was gonna get the cheapest gaming mouse possible, I thought they were just gonna like chuck it in a bag and be like, that's good enough. Here we go. Okay, I've got the mouse itself. And it looks like I've got some paperwork. Look at this. It even came with like a mini CD. Look at this thing. This thing's adorable. Okay, and then we have the mouse itself. Ta-da! It's a mouse. Wow, this thing is actually heavier than I expected. Okay, get all that stuff out of the way. This is not as bad as I thought for a little $10 mouse. It actually feels okay. It's not the worst. Like, I thought it was going to be like the lightest possible plastic. Don't get me wrong, it's still a $10 mouse, but it doesn't feel that bad. So we've got left click, right click, great. It's got the mouse wheel, which feels fine. It's got to click on that. It's got a little DPI button up here for changing the DPI, which is nice if you're into that. Like, especially when you're doing things like switching from an assault rifle to a sniper rifle, you might want different DPIs for that. I know that's a thing on Counter-Strike. That's not me, but, and then it does have these two side buttons. So, and I do have to say, it's got these little texture ridges on the side here. It's got these little ridged, like, side textures. That's really nice. I actually kind of like that. And then it does have these two little side buttons here. 1, 2. So maybe because my thumb is kind of big, but it kind of rides right up against the ridge here. So that's going to be a little interesting. I hope I don't accidentally click those. But I do have, so I've got pretty big hands. We'll see how this mouse works because it's a little bit heavier, actually. It's a little bit heavier than the Death Adder, I think. Let me, work some number magic. Okay, so the Death Adder weighs in at a whopping 102 grams. And then our Victsing, if I'm saying it correctly, weighs 112 grams. So it is actually a little bit heavier. One downside to this is that it looked like from in the pictures that it was a braided cable. This is not a braided cable, so I'm a little let down by that. But we're going to give it a try and see how it actually turns out. I'm a big fan of the textured sides. It's almost like it's got textured sides on the Death Adder, right? But they don't extend like all the way up and down. So you can kind of see the size difference here, right? So it does appear that the Death Adder is a little bit bigger, maybe like a little bit bigger, like definitely a little bit bigger on the bottom end. So the bottom end, as you can see, is a little more chonkin on the Razer. The other thing that I'm noticing, just kind of playing around with it on the mouse mat, is that the clickers are a lot lower. So I wonder, oh, they do feel very responsive though, but I wonder how that's going to affect things, because I feel like my fingers have to reach more forward to actually click them. So, and also, I am a palm gripper, as they call it. So I have my hand basically all the way around the mouse with most of the pressure on like the back end here. So hopefully I think it'll do well for that shape because it feels less contoured. than the Death Adder, but especially like towards the front, like it's much more of a rise. But let's actually give it a try out at the game and see how it does. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. A little bit of a rough match. Definitely having a little more trouble staying on target.
You will cry like babies before you die. We're on a real man.
Ah, he got me with the knife. Who is this guy?
You got him. Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, so that round definitely did not do super great. I thought I was getting a feel for the mouse, but I don't know if I am. So I did notice kind of while warming up here that I feel like I've got a little more drag going on. I don't know if that's because it's not a braided cable or maybe the sensor's not as nice. I'm not really sure, but seems like I can still shoot people though. I definitely feel like I'm pulling shots more to the right now. So maybe we just gotta play this game through and iron out a couple of the kinks. So it seems like I can still put some decent shots downrange. It's probably just because I'm trying to get used to a new mouse. That everything is so strange and different, you know? My sniping is definitely not as good. So I got third place. It's okay. It's alright. This is far too loud. Okay. Alright, finally made it to the M4. Not proud of this performance either. I'm not gonna go ahead and blame it on the mouse. But my shots are feeling weird, man. Like nothing's quite right. I definitely thought it was done for there, but we got it done, don't we? Yeet. That's the one. Oh, goodbye. I don't know why I'm shooting so far for. Well, definitely not a top performance, but this one went a little better. Slightly better, but still not feeling great about that. Why can't I was on the board a bunch last time. What happened? Maybe there's less bots this time. No, I can't lose to this guy. I don't want to lose to him. Mainly because this might be the only one that I actually win. If I could just... Bap! Learn to aim. Learn to bap. There it is. The golden knife. All I must do is knife. Oh. Oh, come on, come on, come on! I did it, I won! with the Victsing! Whoa! Alright, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take a win. Even if my stats weren't that great, I'll take it. So, the data has been rounded up, and here's what we've got. This was after 10 rounds of testing on each mouse. The Victsing performance was worse, almost surprisingly worse. The Razer clocked in at a 1.42 kill to death ratio, while the Victsing only managed a 1.03, a whopping 37% worse. This sounds a lot on paper, but because it was a limited data set, I don't think it's that significant. Also, a caveat, the results may have come from having much less bots fill in the second set of matches. Like I said, I wanted to just play it through in 20 random matches and see what happens. Sometimes you'll get more bots. sometimes you'll get less bots. Coupled with the unfamiliarity of the mouse, this could probably explain why my score was a fair bit lower. Even though I did score less with the cheap mouse, I didn't hate the Victsing, far from it actually. I feel like I performed about as well as I usually do on Counter-Strike, which is it's either average to poor. I certainly had a better experience than the stock out-of-the-box experience of the Dell mouse that I tested a year, 2 years ago. I don't know, it's here. Now, one thing I do have to note is I definitely felt more drag on the Victsing, because as you can see on the Death Adder, you've got kind of these larger padded feet. However, on the Victsing, it's got a little bit of a different texture, and they're a little bit smaller up front. So, and they feel much more plasticky. So I definitely felt more drag on my mouse mat. Not that this was necessarily a bad thing. It was just something I had to get used to on the fly. So I think it'd definitely be a worthy pickup if you need like a secondary gaming mouse, like if you're going over like a friend's house or something and you just want to keep something in a bag or you're traveling a lot. I don't think the Victsing is a terrible way to go. Also, if you wanted to try out a cheaper gaming mouse and you wanted something with some side buttons, a pretty okay scroll wheel, and something with adjustable DPI, this might be a good place to start. Now, for a price comparison, this is a little more difficult to do because I did buy the Razer full price back in 2013, and it was $69.99 back then. So we are comparing, a higher end mouse to a fairly low end mouse, but surprising features for the price. So if you're still rocking a default mouse, this might be something that's worth picking up. Thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions of things that should be tested to make you a better gamer, then let me know in the comments below.